Black IPA Matters. Before you click off, I'm not trying to make fun of anything here, and all the money I make, yeah, well, it's a small channel, but anyways, all the money I make on this video will go directly to the Black Lives Matters movement. Yes, today we'll be trying out the Black IPA. This is a collab friendship beer, which I thought was great for this video. Brewed by IPA Matters Brewing and DrHans Brewing. Also have the recipe for this beer. I have been using my voice for the Black IPA, which is one of the my favorite style of beers. So David and Andreas, you know what you are up for this review. I have a small channel, but I wanted to use my voice against racism and police brutality, and of course spreading of disinformative information and more. I will of course link to the Black Lives Matters page down below, and also the Black Lives Matters on GoFundMe, which all of the money that I make on this video, even though, like I said, it's a small channel, and from DrHans Brewery, together with today's sponsor BrewGoat, $10 will be donated for every DrHans Black IPA kit, Mr. Evil's Dark Crusade, that is sold from BrewGoat in the month of June. So hopefully we will drive some cash into that movement. And of course you can donate also if you have the means to do that. Not everyone has the means to do that, but everyone has the means to do something, and I'm trying to use my voice. But speaking of voices, shut up and let's get this puppy into a glass. I'm DrHans, this is DrHans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. Nice hiss there. This is bottle condition and it's lively. Thank you, David. Thank you, Andreas. Getting back to the topic. I know I come from a privileged background, being male and Caucasian. But I just wanted to use my voice. I, of course, like beers in all colors, and yeah, I have friends and colleagues in all colors also. We have I have to smell it. 2 fingers off-white head, dark, good-looking beer. It's a beautiful beer. Not much hop on the nose, some malt, but it's not super pungent. Like I said, I also have the recipe for this beer, and so I'm going to check that out. And of course, I will put the recipe up for my patrons. But yeah, today is not driving anyone off to anything. So I will also link to the recipe down below also, so you can go in and check that out. Let's dive in. Cheers. I do get some higher alcohols on this one. This ain't super clean. Sorry about that, David and Andreas. It's not very hoppy either, I'm afraid. And there are some astringency. So we're gonna check the recipe. Also gonna see if we have any tips on how to improve on it. And yeah, I do have some tips. It looks awesome, but yeah, we do have some flaws in this beer. Sorry about that, but just keeping it real as always here on the channel. And I will also, of course, link down below to the Black IPA, DrHans Black IPA kit on BrewGoat's webpage, where $10 for each sold kit in June will be directly donated to the Black Lives Matters funding. Yes. Is there any use in this pen? It's not. So we have a 25-liter batch. This was brewed 15th of March. Today is 6th of June. It's actually the Swedish National Day today, so need to celebrate that, but this is not a celebrative video. Oh, this is all over the place. Where to start? I would try to do this. We have 3.4% flaked oats, 73.1% pale ale malt, 5.9% caramel crystal 80. What is this? 5.2 Chateau oat. Is it oat malt? We have best black malts, 4.4%. And yeah, that really did it for the color. More oats, yes. Flaked oats, 2.9%. Acidulated malt, 2.3%. Corn sugar, 2.8%. There's something weird here, guys. Estimated gravity, 1057, okay. Estimated final gravity, 0.999. So they estimated alcohol by volume, 7.6%. But this made a 5.2% beer, 5.3% the recipe says. Original gravity 1050, final gravity 1010. Why did you have the estimated gravity of 0.999? Why did Beersmith do that? I'm not sure. Can't really see here the mash temperature. It was sparged with 76-ish water. The black malt were added last 40 minutes of the mash. You ended up with quite astringent beer. I wouldn't do 40 minutes for a black IPA if you're doing top mashing. I would do 10 minutes. So David and Andreas, try 10 minutes. If you don't know what top mashing is, that's what they actually did here. You do the mash and then you, in the end of the mash, you add your roasted grains, and I always do this for my dark beers. If I'm doing like a stout, something like that, I do 20 minutes. I never do more than 20 minutes. If I do a black IPA, I do 10 minutes. If I just want some color in there, I actually do it just before sparging. You could do like a cold steep, of course, but yeah, doing top mashing is super easy, but don't do 40 minutes. I never do over 20 minutes of top mashing of my roasted grains. 20 minutes for the stouts and porters, 10 minutes for the black IPAs, 10 or like 0 minutes for Schwarzbier. And if it's just a hit for color in ESB, something like that, just before sparging. Hops wise, we had at 60 minutes 28 grams of nuggets. At 20 minutes we have 20 grams of Simcoe, 10 grams of Cascade, 10 grams of Chinook. And at 10 minutes 28 grams of Citra, 20 grams of Cascade, 20 grams of Chinook. I think then we have some dry hops, but yes, boiling. I think your hops were added too early. I would move them. Do like a hop stand. Add your hops much later. You're boiling off a lot of flavor and aroma. And this was dry hopped with 40 grams of Citra, 40 grams of Simcoe, 30 grams of Cascade. And this was fermented with Hornedal Kveik. I don't know if that Hornedal Kveik is the factor that drives beersmiths to think that this will ferment to 0.999, but no, it won't. And interesting that this was fermented with Kveik, because I were gonna say that maybe some of the higher fusel alcohols that I get here is from being fermented for hot, but that's not likely with the Kveik. So maybe it's under pitching issue. Not sure. That we have to speak about this kind of matters in 2020 is quite awful, but yeah, there's still ongoing problem all around the globe with racism and of course police brutality. If you don't have like the funds to like donate or buy a beer kit to help out, you can go to the Black Lives Matters webpage and you can see what you can do. And of course, you can always look inside yourself what you can do. How can you change things, the way you approach? Is there something you can do to help others? This wasn't like the most happiest episode, but I was supposed to do like the second episode in my new mini-series about brewing non-alcoholic beers. I haven't responded to anyone's comment on that video, and I always respond to everything. But the idea was for this video to be responding on all the comments on video, because the brewing the non-alcoholic beers is about learning together, and I have got some great input that I want to share with you and bring to the light. But that video will come out soon. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, cheers. DrHans out.